Well, as we're continuing the social distancing aspect of our broadcast, we've invited Lala Ziemski, who of course is she knows everything about food, the restaurant business. How you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, how are you, Carlos? You hanging in there?
I'm doing well as can be expected. How about you? How are you holding up through all this?
I'm doing well. It's nice to be outside, and yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right? What is this world we're living in right now?
It's a little kooky, but it's nice to be able to get outside, even though it's a bit chilly. This time of year, it's usually this way, windy and rainy and cold, but hey, I'm not complaining because we have a place to be outside.
Exactly. So true. So true.
So I know that we've been talking about people going out to eat, but having the only option is takeout because everything else is shut down. The restaurants have closed down. How are people dealing with it? What do you think from the industry side?
Being in the hospitality industry is absolutely horrible. You know, being in that industry myself, restaurants having to shut down. We've got, restaurant managers, we've got servers, we've got bartenders, we have bussers, food runners, dishwashers. I mean, there's so many different roles that happen in a restaurant, and to be able to not have those jobs anymore and have the restaurant completely shut down, we really need to be supporting them right now. So if you're still working and you have the means to order takeout or delivery, please do that. I mean, that will contribute to the workers that are still working, but for every worker that is currently working, there are the servers and the hosts and the food runners and the bussers that aren't working. So we're definitely still supporting back of house, but there's all of those other workers that are just out of a job. And Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a big restaurant town, and there are so many restaurants and so many people that work in that industry. It's just really crushing almost everyone that I know right now.
It's the backup plan for all of the out-of-work actors and musicians and newscasters.
Exactly.
A lot of us have had to work when things have that option now.
Yeah, it's always been the fallback plan, right? So for every artist or somebody trying to do something else, that's always been the mainstay. And now that mainstay has completely disappeared. So I think a lot of people are just wondering, what do I do? And with restaurants having such a high overhead cost with food and labor, a lot of the restaurants are even wondering if they'll be able to reopen when this is all over.
Now, some brands and some restaurants and others have taken steps to be very creative in their initiative to help people. Tell me about some of those.
Yeah, it's really amazing the amount of effort and just help and care that some of these larger companies are put into this. Bacardi, which owns a bunch of different liquors, Grey Goose and Patron and Casadores, they have pledged $3 million to a restaurant worker relief program of sorts. They're going around to different restaurants in town. They're opening up $1,000 tabs a night. So if you work in the restaurant industry, you can go in and take advantage of a free meal. Maker's Mark is also partnering with the Lee Initiative. The Lee Initiative is an organization that promotes diversity and equality in restaurants, and they have a workers relief fund as well. So they're partnering up with the Mozza group. And if you go to Mozza, they're offering 300 meals a day for workers in the hospitality industry. Wow. So we've got a lot of big things going on, which is really great. But then some of the smaller places that are staying open through delivery are doing some really cool things too. For instance, Lowboy is a great little bar in Echo Park, and they've been offering free burgers to people in hospitality. There's a great pizza restaurant called Hail Mary in Atwater Village. They've been offering hospitality pizzas. Spread Kitchen in downtown LA was giving away 100 meals the other day. And Osteria La Buca is giving 50% off to hospitality workers as well. So, wow. Dig around, you can find something to help.
This does my heart so good to see people doing great things like that. It just shows you what a great sense of community we have in LA. And, we forget about the good-hearted people and the good-hearted businesses that are out there that are part of our neighborhoods, that are trying to do something to make a better situation out of this horrible crisis that we're in the middle of. But that does my heart good. Now, I want to get a little bit more personal with you because we've been hearing a lot, I've been seeing a lot, and I have been consuming more homemade bread and things like that. And we're looking
all the carbs.
at recipes online and things that perhaps we've never done before. I know people are saying, I wonder what Lala's cooking up to. I mean, have people been contacting you saying, what would I do with this? Because I had to go to the back of my cupboard to find something to cook.
Yeah, so I've been playing this game with myself, sort of Chopped. You know the show Chopped?
Yeah.
I've been playing Chopped, if you will, with myself in my pantry. So on my own Instagram, I've been doing this very quirky, I won't call it a cooking show because it's very off the cuff, and it's called Quarantine Cuisine, where basically I go into my pantry, I grab some cans and maybe some wilted greens that are in my fridge and see just things that I might have available that people might also have. And I'm just trying to show people creative ways to put these things together. Because sometimes you look at things and you think, oh, I don't have a meal here. But if you just kind of switch your thinking just a little bit, you can really put different things together to make something wonderful. It's kind of like that stone soup kind of thing, you know?
Exactly. Well, Lala, thank you so much for sharing your expertise and your warmth and your graciousness. Where can people get a hold of you?
I'm on Instagram at ohheylala. My website is lalaziemski.com. And people, please support your local restaurants, support all of those mom and pa owned places, order takeout if you have the means, show up for them, and support your local community. It's really important right now.
Lala, be well, stay safe. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Carlos. You too. Bye.
Bye.